Howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome back to SWOSU Esports. My co-caster is currently late. Everybody flame him, please. But yeah, we're back. This is the last week before spring break, and as a reminder, I'm gonna say I believe it's true. We don't have any games next week. We got them all scheduled off of spring break, so the casters and the players get a little break. We don't typically get that one. Muffins in my DMs. Get out of my DMs. But yeah, we've got some Overwatch tonight. We've got SWOSU, Blue versus OBU. I also have a friend that went to OBU. So, surely we got this. But yeah, looks like SWOSU get first pick and first ban, so we're going to go Lijiang Tower. We're going to ban Venture. So I've been playing a decent amount of Overwatch recently, and Thomas and I usually talk about it when we talk about other games. So, hopefully we can actually talk about it tonight and not feel like I'm off topic. But I've been playing a lot. Takes I have. Vendetta is busted. That character is incredibly powerful. So is Domina. And I don't think I've had a character that was really that much of an issue other than those two, maybe except for like Jetpack Cat. But it's only because usually my team can't track a Jetpack Cat. So kind of rough, but yeah, we've got bans, picks and bans coming through, and yeah, today's been about the most average day of all time. Went to go to my class, it got canceled, which was nice. So I've just been chilling. I know that tomorrow we've actually got a pretty tight schedule. I believe it looks like Reinhardt's going to be banned out from the side of OBU. I like the name Tri-Snake Area. Big fan of that one. They've actually got the Winston and the 4 peanut butters. This is an unusual amount of aura. I don't know if this is really keeping up. I'll be honest. Lijiang looks a little different. That's a different picture for it than I've seen recently. But yeah, looks like we're gonna get some ready checks going in chat, and then we should be loading into this first map. Excited. But yeah, I've been playing a decent amount of Overwatch. The game just feels kind of unbalanced right now. The gameplay itself feels fine. It's interesting going from Overwatch to tac shooters to back to Overwatch, which is not great for my Overwatch experience because you don't really track in tac shooters. You kind of just shoot the head, and I can do that, but my tracking's really bad. Looks like bans are not in. I guess the ban system doesn't really work in customs very well, so it's more of an integrity thing. Don't play the characters. We will, I guess we'll be watching, but let's get into this game one. I'm also observing, and I'm trying to remember how to do the observing portion of this. It's been a bit. See, usually I make Thomas do this, but he's not here yet. So, unlucky. Are we on the first 5 or are we on the last 5? Alright, we're not on anything. We're actually in the lobby right now. Would prefer if they were disabled. Okay, well. Alright, we're playing super by the rule book. Let's go get bans done. Go change some settings. Give me some buffer time so I can get Thomas in here. And make him do the spectating portion. But I actually haven't done custom games. I haven't played a game yet where bans were coming out and stuff. I haven't played comp yet. I don't really care to. I'm not very competitive in this game anymore. I just get on to screw around with my friends, and our comp ranks are not close either. So it's probably easier to just play quick play, but maybe this time we'll actually be loading into the game. Yeah, welcome everybody in the chat. What's up? So going to Lijiang first, and I haven't watched OWCS in quite a while, so I'm interested to see what the meta read is. Once we assemble our heroes. But yeah, this map is like super in the daytime now. Everything's so bright. It's nice. Typically, I like the night versions of maps, but this looks pretty good. All right, and it's just the 1, 2, whatever keys. You know what? You know why Thomas isn't here? Because he's playing, and I'm stupid. I forgot about that. Whoops. Yep.
Let's tend to this quickly, shall we?
It all makes sense. Oh, that's so funny. I forgot. I forgot. Is that EXO right here? Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am. Whichever one. But yeah, it looks like we're just playing a bunch of random stuff. I don't... Let's suss this out. So we got Muffin on Domino, which is like the best tank on the patch, I'm guessing. Max on his signature Genji. Zane on the Soldier, Noir on the Mizuki, and Cairo on his the character I typically see him on. So let's see what Thomas can get done here, since he decides to play instead of cast with me. Let's see what he can get done here. Gonna go for the dash, not quite finding the target, not gonna get that reset either. Now he's just in the back line, just hitting this Lucio. Doing the damage but taking a lot of it, and that's not gonna save you from a Symmetra beam, so he'll be taken out, but Maniac Muffin gonna trade one back. Actually, Muffin getting pretty low, but that character is very, very powerful. It looks like the side of OBU are going to go for an on-ran and just a bunch of kind of normal stuff. They're going to swap over to the Domino, but this should be SWOSU grabbing this point. It's going to be 11% for OBU, and SWOSU gain control. Yo, what up, Rec? Everybody's in here for Overwatch. That's what I like to see. SWOSU just going to hold them at their spawn, though. Pretty powerful position. Actually, Zane gonna find one on the Daedalus. Get the Wu Yang out of here. Finally actually getting the new hero names down. I know Wu Yang's not super new, but new to me, alright, I'm washed. It's been a bit. Yeah, Muffin just taking the damage, keeping the space. Actually, Max is gonna get taken down to like 2 health, but still alive. Looks like he sees OBU funneling out of this, gonna take a lot of damage, but he will survive for the time being. Muffin just getting in there, and SWOSU gaining up to 40% here. Ult's coming online. Cairo with the nano. Muffin with whatever Domina's ult is. Zane about to have the visor, and here we go. The Domino ult's gonna get popped. Let's see what he can do. Gonna get nanoed, but gonna get stunned as well. Finding one, looking for two. Noir's gonna finish that kill off, and Muffin getting so low. Gonna try to play around the shield and gets taken out eventually. Max is inting in their spawn. And yeah, SWOSU losing a couple of people, gonna have to just backtrack on this one. This Mizuki pick's a little bit interesting to me, because this character feels really good. They just don't have like the most healing capability, which, I mean, leaving Cairo as your main healer, your main support's good, it's fine. Kinda interested to see how this plays. I've played them once. Looks like SWOSU are gonna grab their 75% and evacuate the point, get their tank back online. Trying to see which side they want to go through, and Max taking a lot of damage just going through the main entrance, but we'll be able to get out. All right, Zane gonna pop the visor though. That's gonna come out, gonna find one. The beat gets used from the side of OBU. Zane very, very low, still alive somehow though, just pumping in this damage, staying alive. Max in the back line, just going for the support right now on his fabled Genji, and that's gonna be kind of a team wipe for SWOSU. A team kill, and SWOSU gain the point back. With a couple of ults in their bank left. Noir and Max both have their ults. The Mizuki ult, if you do not know, it's okay, neither do I. Really no idea, probably something crazy. And then, I mean, Genji Blade, as you do. And this Domino taking so much damage right now. We get dropped down to 30% health, but OBU have quite a few ults. Genji Blade's gonna get popped. I don't know what this skit is. All right, Max and Muffin gonna both find one, but two get traded back through this on-ran ult, and Max gonna find a third. Trying to keep this up for SWOSU. Max is gonna go for a fourth. And he's gonna grab the nano, but does it matter? Just the Domino left on the point. She's gonna get taken out, and that should be SWOSU grabbing this first point. Well, the overtime does get extended by the Lucio, but it won't last for long. A 10-player kill streak for Max Witherman. And we go to the next map. SWOSU looking pretty dominant, 100 to 38%. Thank you, thank you.
Score 1-0.
I miss casting Overwatch, man. This game is good. Very action-packed. A lot going on, and I kind of know what's happening.
Just another day in the office.
Observing and casting at the same time, not my strong suit. Cannot lie. But I try my best. So let's see if there are any comp swap ups. Looks like everybody from SWOSU potentially playing the same thing. Max actually going to go for the sim, but I'm guessing that's probably just for a TP out. And looks like Daedalus wants to go for the Bastion. Bastion Mercy combo from the side of OBU. Let's see what it can get done. Max going to TP everybody out. Probably swap back to the Genji, I would assume. Yeah, there we go. And Zane actually going to hop onto the Reaper, already on point. They're going to TP on from the OBU, and we're already fighting. Tank not quite there, but Zane just grabbing that ult charge. And the point's actually going to be forfeited to OBU for the time being. SWOSU kind of looking for a way in, but it's kind of hard against this Bastion. Got to wait out that turret for him. Muffin taking a lot of damage. But Max and Zane just being nuisances. A nice anti from Cairo. Now Max gathers a bunch of the attention, but he will stay alive for the time being. Muffin, however, not sharing the same fate. Max is going to find one for his troubles, but the Mercy's just going to res. Actually, Max is going to find a second one. The Bastion is super low. Can Zane take them out? Not looking like it. This Domino is just going to play behind her shield, and that's going to be point captured for OBU. Zane going for an interesting teleport. Could find something off the back of it, though, and he will. Bastion taken out. Now, just the Domino against the Reaper, and Reaper is a tank buster, so you know how he feels about this. He'll get taken down, only because of the lack of his team's presence there. But OBU keeping control at this point, pushing up the percentages. SWOSU have to find a way back into this, maybe opting to go over the bridge. Kind of dangerous against not a Vendetta, a Domina, because I'm pretty sure she has a pushback, but we'll have to see. Max actually getting onto the point by himself. Looks like they're going to go for Emre, I believe, the other new DPS. Muffin's going to get taken out by the Bastion, and that's not the greatest start for SWOSU. Noir's going to get taken out by that Domina ult, and right now the Emre is just doing a lot of damage to Zane. The Zane fares well in these situations. He's trying to turn it around. The reversal will come out. Max going to find one pick. I shouldn't have watched him. That's my bad. That's actually my bad. It's actually my bad, but Zane's still fighting on point. Does have the Death Blossom available if he chooses to use it. SWOSU got 10%. Zane is looking to lock it down and gather more percent. And SWOSU gained control, 48% from the side of OBU. SWOSU, their ult cycle is coming up. Daedalus' Bastion ult probably not going to do a whole ton. Mighty would never let a team go under the team kill go under the sound barrier. You're right, but my voice kind of hurts. I've been doing a lot of talking the last couple of days. Also, if Thomas wasn't, playing, he'd be screaming too. Zane gonna find an opportunistic TP in the back line. Already grabbed that health pack, but Max is gonna save him for the time being. Max actually grabbing a second one. SWOSU looking pretty good on this point. This Domina can knock you off the map. Just be aware. Kiriko TP is going to go sideways. Cairo going to find that one. And Max going to the back line. Trying to find this Emre, but going to take a ton of damage. He's alive for the time being, though, and Zane going to help him with that, along with Muffin finding the Domina, and SWOSU gathering the lead in this one. We need to see more Noir point of view. I got you. I don't know what this ult does, so we're going to learn together. Oh, well, Zane going to find two. Still up in there. Going to get taken out. One of them is going to get rezzed, but, I mean, it is what it is. Nanoblade going to come out, though. Let's see what Max can get done. He's going to get stunned into the wall by the tank, but doesn't matter. He's going to find himself two. Looking for a third, and it might be a third if he can secure the kill. There we go. We're actually going to find it. I want to see how this Mizuki ult gets used here. All right, there's the ult. It's a protective sphere. Gonna go off for the side for an interesting approach here. And Noir's gonna get taken down as well as Cairo, so the support duo is down from SWOSU, but it does not matter. SWOSU are gonna get the full point for themselves, and this will be the first map going to SWOSU pretty convincingly.
Play of the game.
Gonna be a 2-0, and of course, Max on his signature pick. Who else? He's hitting them with a pool noodle, I think. It's an interesting noise for sure. But a replay of that Nanoblade there at the end. I don't know what he took so much damage for, but as easy as you can make it, SWOSU take a lead in this series, 1-0 over OBU. Let's see what picks and bans come in next. Should be OBU's choice. Yep, thank you, Cairo, for telling them, because I'm just guessing here. So I believe it is the higher seed gets to choose map and ban first, and then the loser of each game gets to choose, I believe, after that. Which makes sense to me. Max Whifferman? Nah. We don't talk about it. They're gonna take a timeout. All right. Well, I don't know anything about timeouts. We never had to take one, so it'll be a couple of minutes for the next game. I don't know if you were here, Rek, but he did fall off the map, and I did get it live. So if he ever tries to go pro, I have that VOD just in case. Just in case. And I also like the Reaper pick over the Soldier pick, to be honest. Soldier's like very consistent damage, but I feel like the Domina shield becomes such an issue that you can't get that damage out. So having something like maybe a Bastion or a Reaper to, I mean, not only take out the shield, but just straight up brawl the tank. And they went Bastion, which is a big hitbox, so Reaper thrives off of that. And I mean, Reaper up close, just pretty good. It's a pretty up close map. So I like the Reaper pick. I believe the Genji pick is probably just comfort, but as you could see, it works. And Genji into Bastion is maybe my favorite thing. It's awesome. Domina is crazy in general. Yeah, no. I think it's probably the strongest tank on the patch. I don't know. I mean, I haven't been very in tune with pro play, but as far as the games that I see and I play, that character is just very good. Same with Vendetta. Same with Freya for a decent amount. Freya does a lot of damage. The other DPS don't seem too crazy. Emre kind of feels like a better soldier, kind of. I don't know. Very, very easy to aim with. The burst feels nice. The grenade kind of feels like a nothing burger, but it's fine. The pistol is ridiculous. And then Onran or whatever, the flame lady, she's pretty okay. I feel like her damage output isn't that crazy until you stack it up or you ult with her. So she's kind of, she would work well in dive, I think, like with a Genji or like with, I don't know, a Tracer, something like that. Maybe even a Sojourn. Yeah, Max on fire, yep. Yep. What do you expect from the kid? He's just like that. A timeout. Let's take bets on how long this takes. I'm going to say it's been 3 minutes so far. That's my guess. I used to have like the types of game modes memorized. It was like, oh, you play hybrid, then escort, then this and that and this and that. I don't know them anymore. It's been so long. We used to have to know them for like any CC ruling, but this is GAC, so I'm not sure if it's the same ruling. I don't really know. But, I mean, they're taking a timeout, so they're doing their own thing. They're figuring out the maps. They're figuring out what to ban. Let me guess the bans here. So I say that SWOSU will ban. What was a problem for us? SWOSU might ban Domina, and then I don't think it's Domina. I really don't think it's Domina because I think we want to play it. Maybe we'll ban Domina. I don't know. It's going to be like Domina or I don't see them banning a Bastion. It's going to be Domina or just some random ban. And I think that OBU are probably going to ban Genji. They're either going to ban Genji or Reaper. I don't foresee a reason to ban anything else. Genji, Reaper, Ana. Those are like the three things. I think that Ana's much less of an issue because of the Domina shield. I think it's probably Genji. It shouldn't be Genji. It should be Reaper, but it's probably Genji. Can you tell us a joke? If you look at my career in Valorant, like the games I've played, you'll probably laugh pretty hard. It's a joke. My favorite thing about streaming is seeing Harrington show up and put like 7 or 8 of those dogs. It's my favorite thing. I don't know why. It's like always. It's always like halfway through, just some random thing. He'll put like 6 dogs, and then we'll win the series, and he'll put another 6 dogs, and that's it. That's how you know. That actually is 6 dogs. I didn't even count. Let me look up some awesome Overwatch jokes for you. I got you. Oh wow, these are awesome. These are so bad. Did you know that Cassidy is a big fan of Reinhardt? You could say he's a fan of the hammer. Aha. It's one of those like elementary school jokes where the teacher would like make you laugh and slap your knee. Why does May dislike Junkrat? I guess she is just cold-blooded. Yeah, that's not a joke really, that's reality. Thank you. Roadhog is the best storyteller. He's always got you hooked. Why is Wrecking Ball feared by his enemies? He goes Hammond on them. That's pretty good. Isn't this thread supposed to be funny dad jokes? You're just ranting about Ana. That's good. Yep, I can't say that one. Oh wow, okay. We're getting some life. So it looks like we're gonna go to Gibraltar, they're gonna be attacking, and they're gonna ban Ana. So I was right. I said that they shouldn't ban Ana, because if they're gonna play Domina, then Ana's not really the problem. But it was one of them I considered. So there we go. I'm on it. Who does SWOSU want to ban? It's gotta be Domina. Domina's the only thing that's posed any sort of a threat. Unless I just want to like ban something that they haven't played, like, I don't know, ban Widowmaker, ban Emre, okay, whatever. It's just a pick. It's just someone they're banning. There's just, I don't see a reason to ban this character, because when I see them play it, they just get walked. So I'm guessing they just picked a character because they might want to play Domina. But yeah, let's get into the second game. This will be a longer one. Or it should be at least. I don't like this map. This map feels, at least in like pugs, you're lurking. I see that. This is top tier second monitor content. I love watching. Ana needs to be disabled. All right, we're going back. We're going back. But yeah, no, I love watching streams. I play a lot of games where I have a lot of time, and I'm one of those people where like if I'm watching a show, like I'm right now I'm into Criminal Minds. I've been watching a lot of it. I've watched like, I don't know, I'm on episode like 18 or 19. I watched it a long time ago. Whoa, wait a second. This map has changed. This is different. Huh. It had like some construction issues. You can get up to heaven over here now? What? Wait, this is cool. Sorry, I've gotta inspect this real quick. So, oh, you can get up to the plane from down there instead. That's something. This is all the same. Is all of this the same? The bridges are broken. I don't know how much it matters, to be honest. But, okay, well, that's different. Alright, Cairo on the jetpack cat. Uh-oh. EXO's probably my favorite caster, top 500 for sure. Thank you. thank you. Alright, well, looks like SWOSU are playing a Diva comp. I've got Cassidy, Jetpack Cat, Kiriko. Kiriko's so strong. This character's insane. And looks like an interesting comp from the side of OBU. More of a dive comp with the Moira, which is what I'm pretty shocked about, to be honest. Didn't expect Moira to be making her position known here, but as you do. Ah, the life of a support. The life of a support. Now Zane's getting dove. Let's see what happens. He's gonna get gripped, and he's chilling. He's just flying everywhere. This character is so stupid. W ball mentioned. Yeah. They are going hog. They are absolutely not going hog. You know what? That's actually a good idea though. No Ana, play hog. Right now, SWOSU are getting a little trounced here. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe not the best defense of all time, but that's fine. That's fine. But actually, something I wanna bring up is they've got the Venture, and that was originally banned. So I don't know if SWOSU did their research or whatever, but they saw this Venture as a potential issue. Max is just gonna get melted trying to find the overtime on that point. Zane up a little bit too far, but he's chilling for the time being. Gonna play that cover, get healed up. There we go. So SWOSU having to back up a little bit right now, just taking so much damage. Muffin actually gonna find a pick though. And this is the issue with the Diva and the Monkey. Monkey just kind of like goes through half your core mechanics and kind of survives. But I think the Cassidy pick is an incredible one for the Monkey. Does a lot of damage, stops his jump. Nor, get up there. Get up there. Yeah, Diva Bomb online. I mean, whatever. Stepping right up and stepping straight back down. Zane's gonna get taken out by the Venture. So SWOSU kind of having a hard time finding their footing here. They are getting dove by like 3 characters at once. Muffin gonna pop that Diva ult. See if it gets anything done. He's gonna get that remake, I believe. Max is taking a lot of damage. Noir actually gets taken out. SWOSU having to back up even more. Muffin gonna be able to touch the point for the time being, the 0.46 meter or 0.56 meters. Oh my goodness, I have to yawn. And there comes that on-ramp ult in, and that's going to be the point forfeited by SWOSU. So 5 minutes now, and Noir's just kind of up a creek without a paddle there. So Muffin gonna swap over to the Zarya. And I still don't think Zarya is the perfect counter to Monkey, to be honest, but very, very strong character. Muffin knows it well. So he's just going to gather that shield charge for the time being. Noir does have the Kiriko ult, the Kitsune Rush online. Zane inside of the Winston bubble, taking a lot of damage. Dragon Blade going to get popped, though, and Max is just going to get taken out instantly off of it. This Monkey taking so much damage, going to pop that Primal Rave and Primal Rage. Zane's going to die. Muffin's going to be alive for the time being, just trying not to get knocked off the map. Pretty much at full charge, but not a whole lot to do with it. Just trying to stay alive. Going to find one pick, but going to get taken out as a result of it. Now Max on to the Vendetta. This character is definitely a character of all time. He will find one for his troubles, but gets sent back to spawn expeditiously. And SWOSU are going to have to touch this point. Going to pop the Kitsune ult, try to get something going here, but Muffin going to hop onto the ball, just trying to stall for time, get his team back with him. This character has so much survivability. A bunch of support ults coming out from OBU. SWOSU, I mean, able to stay on the point for the time being, but how long? Need to start finding some picks pretty soon. Cairo going to be on that Zenyatta, going to actually find one. Max opening up another opportunity. The Zenyatta ult does get popped. So SWOSU able to stave off the issues for the time being. Max just going into their backline, going to find one. Max and Muffin laying down the heart. There we go. SWOSU stem the bleeding. Pretty late into the game, 3.5 minutes, but I mean, they can do it. Very snowbally game, but the snowballing has stopped for the time being, and now we play ult cycles. Zane does have ult, not a whole lot he can really do about it. Muffin's fine, he's ball, he can get away from pretty much anything. As long as they don't go Cassidy, and it doesn't look like they want to. Sojourn might be a little bit of, not Sojourn. Venture might be a little bit annoying, but the Emery, or the, not Emery, goodness. The on-run ult's going to come out, and Kairo's going to get taken out as a result of it. Deadeye just walking it down, trying to get something done, but, oh, nice shot from him. Muffin's taking so much damage, going to try to stay alive. Everybody just 1 health. Muffin needing to find a health pack, maybe going to spawn, grab his health back. And everybody's just swinging, trying to do it as much as they can. But it's so much damage, and the bubble doesn't really help either. Excavation, initiation. And SWOSU's team is on a vacation. Muffin trying to just stay on this point, trying to find this pick so low on the Kiriko, but we'll be alive for the time being. Muffin, maybe not though. 40 health in a dream, and he will get taken out. That's a lot of the survivability gone from the side of SWOSU, and now Mac's going to have to go absolutely nuclear. Going to pop the ult. Let's see if he can get done with it. That's kind of how mine would probably look. That's going to be a full cap with just over 2 minutes left for OBU. Uncharacteristic out of SWOSU, I will add. But now they're on attack. Let's see how they do. Maybe something more dive-centric. I mean, the ball was looking pretty good, to be honest. It's just like unkillable. If you wanna have a lot of threat, you go ball. Just consistent threat. Like you're always around. You have infinite mobility. You have an enormous amount of survivability. You do a fair amount of damage. Your ult is kind of whatever. But let's see what they want to do. Or maybe they just run the Domina. Maybe they just run like a full brawl style comp. Just walk it in. You never know. We're about to find out. And it looks like we're going to be going for a dive. So we've got the on-ram as part of the dive. I'm curious to see how this works. I said that this should work on paper. So it looks like OBU are going to stay on this dive comp as well, keeping the Moira. Just keeping a little bit of that survivability. Mac's going to be on the Genji. So we've got Genji, on-ram, Monkey, dive. Noir on the Juno for extra speed boost, potentially. Nice little car. What is that? A Urus? A Lamborghini Urus? Looks like it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we're increasing our pace. Let's see how this dive wants to look. I'm actually going to watch Zane for a little bit. I haven't played this character much. I'm curious how they look. I know it's some dot stuff. The SWOSU looking like they want to just take this heaven angle. I suppose it's not called heaven in this game, but that's what it's getting called. They're taking a lot of damage, going to have to just back up for the time being, potentially looking for a dive that isn't through that little small choke point. Actually, they're just going to take the cart for the time being. The Venture in the back line becoming an issue. Muffin trying to peel, keep everyone alive. Zane taking a lot of damage. Muffin actually just going in, going to get that speed boost from Noir, going to find the first pick. That's what we need, this Venture being such an issue, but the time being, SWOSU just need to stay alive. The Kiriko out from the side of OBU, SWOSU can push that pressure, add to it. Muffin taking a lot of damage, though. Doesn't have bubble quite yet, but Mac's going to find a pick onto the Venture. So that's the go button for SWOSU. Going to look for this Kiriko, going to try to find the support backline. Max, do not lose this 1v1. Oh, it's a 1v2. Okay, that's not your fault. That's not your fault, GOAT. That's not your fault. Yeah, SWOSU taking a lot of space, though. Nice pick from Noir. Yeah, they're not stopping going after this Venture. Muffin just trying to find something. Noir actually going to find another pick. Pretty good. Going to have to give this Venture the respect she deserves, or the respect they deserve. Zane gives out no respect. This should be the first point capture for SWOSU, so just under 5 minutes left. There is a rogue Winston in my back line. We're just going to ignore him for the time being. Moira no fade. I mean, should be dead, and that's going to be a nice stagger. Zane taking a lot of damage, though. He's going to get taken out. And this Tri-Snake area guy is just all over the place. Max has something to say about it, though. And Muffin's just so deep right now. Does have the Primal to get out if he needs to use it. Taking a lot of damage. Maybe should have popped the Primal, but his backline's getting dove as well. Both the supports online. And maybe Muffin going a little bit too deep for his team to follow up on. A SWOSU with 4 out of 5 ults looking pretty posed to push this farther than they can, than they have. Looks like we're going to have a big Q fest coming up soon. 5 ults coming up on the board for OBU, 4 on the side of SWOSU. Just missing that Kitsune rush from Cairo. Looks like they want to take heaven. Gonna go up top. No teleport onto that Kiriko, but everything's just so split up right now. Max is gonna pop the blade. Let's see what he can get. The SWOSU comes out. The Primal does as well. He's just swinging around, gonna find one. And actually gonna find himself a second right after the blade. Kyro gonna get taken out as a result of that. Zane taking so much damage. 1 health, and actually the ult pop from Noir. Team not quite able to scale with it, but nevertheless a decent ult, but Adventure's gonna find 2 off the back end of that. Max taking a lot of damage and SWOSU needing to retreat. Pumping 2 ults into this one. 3 ults from the side of OBU, so still pretty stagnant on ults. That's a Porsche? You know what, it might have been. I used to be into cars. I thought Porsches were like, they're super cool because they're just like, they're made like to last. Like they're great cars. I don't know. My dream car is a GT2 RS. 911 GT2 RS. One day maybe. But yeah. It's also having a hard time getting out of this choke. Do have the Winston ult. But not quite a space-making ult. More of like a uh-oh button. So let's see. It's also going to regroup. Zane does have that on-run ult. The Mega Dot. See what he can get done with it. Just fanning the flames, literally. Gonna counter ult, but he's gonna get taken out before he even gets it off. And Muffin just so far in the back line that his team kind of gets taken out. Now he's alone on this point, just needing to either die, not get staggered, or get back to his team and try not to get staggered. 80 health? He's alive, okay. Alright. I still think it's so funny that I asked Thomas, I was like, yeah, you know, late casting session tonight starts at 9 p.m. and he's like, yeah, I'll be a little bit late. I thought he was genuinely going to be a little bit late. Nope, he's playing. He's on time. We're going to find a pick, though. And a bunch of the flurry of kills just coming out for SWOSU. The backline getting dove. Pyro and Noir just going to have to kind of protect each other. Zane going to swap over to that Reaper. Going to air out the monkey threat a little bit. Super tank buster character, you know the deal. That's an opportunity. I wouldn't take it. Yeah, okay. You know, me personally, if I'm taking this teleport, I'm getting insta-killed. Or maybe he's different. Kyro going to get insta-killed, though. The Venture ult doing so much damage. Max is going to get taken out as well. Zane in the back line with Muffin did pop that Primal. Kiriko one shot, so that's the support's gone for OBU. It's absolute pandemonium on site right now. Muffin looking for something here, but he's just trapped in the corner. It's not great, so SWOSU having a little bit of an issue right now. Just a minute left. Max is going to swap over to the Vendetta. See if he can get something done here. Maybe the Genji was not quite the play. Let's see how they want to play this one. Getting dove in the spawn, a whole lot of damage probably coming out of Max. I don't know. It doesn't look like it. See, this character runs my games down, but when I see it played, I'm like, that's kind of uninspiring. But just a bunch of Overwatch on your screen right now. And we're gonna pop the Juno ult, the beam from the heavens. Doing a lot of damage to this monkey right now. Actually, the Vendetta gonna get taken down by Max. Did pop the Venture. There's so many V characters. The Venture gonna get taken out by the Vendetta. Blocking, trying to stay alive, but he will get taken out. The on-ramp ult gonna come out, not doing a ton of damage. The supports are a little bit low, but Zane with a massive Death Blossom. Gonna find 2. SWOSU look to push them back. Everybody's so low, and this should be the point capture for SWOSU. Yeah, walk forward at the Reaper, and this Mythic skin looks like it does way more damage than it probably does. You can see the pellets, all that stuff. The Venture ult gonna come out from the side of OBU trying to touch this point. Actually going to find Kyro, but Max is going to trade it out. Kiriko for Kiriko. Max getting taken so low. Muffin going to pop the Primal. But a lot of people from SWOSU actually getting taken out, so it's just Muffin left on the site. And what's a guy to do? What's one guy to do? That's going to be map number 2, going over to the side of OBU. Unfortunate. And yeah, I mean, the Venture ban for the first map was worth it. Character just does a lot of damage. Catching SWOSU off guard a little bit. Of course, you know, the invulnerability. Love having that in this game. It's so fun. I used to play this character for our team. I know how it is. Character is very, very hard to kill. All right. Will they have another timeout? Who knows? That tastes weird. I got the peach peace tea because we have a case of them down at the arena, and it tastes different. I swear, peace tea used to be like much better than it is now. I'm not crazy. They used to have different like recipes for stuff, like snowberry, for instance. Snowberry was my favorite peace tea flavor, and they changed the recipe, and it just doesn't taste the same. It doesn't hit quite as hard. Of course, this is not me at the side of a pool eating a sandwich with chips in it after swimming for 2 hours. But I don't think that should change the flavor of the drink that much. Surely not. Oh, also, I got an adapter. Tim was nice enough to give me a GameCube controller for Smash, and I bought the wrong adapter. And I got it a few days ago and realized it was the wrong one, so I ordered another one. I got it today. It's awesome. GameCube controller I haven't used one in years since I was a little kid, but it feels nice. It's responsive. It's loud. It's clacky. What else do you need? If I'm going to be running it down on Smash, at least my controller sounds cool when I'm getting 3-stocked by the air. So that's good. Looks like SWOSU are going to be opting for Midtown. This map is, in my opinion, exactly as it's mentioned. It is incredibly mid. I don't know. I have hard times on this map for no reason. Maybe I should go back to the dad jokes. Let me see if I can find them again. Hold on. Why did Lucio get fired from the grocery store? He dropped the beat. Why does Will Smith... I'm going to read this exactly how they wrote it. Why does Will Smith afraid of Zarya? She fire at Will. These are awesome. I like these. This is terrible. This is a whole scenario. Hold on. This guy wrote a story. Soldier. Hanzo, we need to see who's hiding behind that big fella with the hook over there. Do your marked by the dragon thing. Hanzo. So what you're saying is you want me to? Soldier. Yep. Sonic the Roadhog. Everybody laugh, please. And while you're laughing, let's get into picks and bans. So, we're going Midtown, as the map suggests. And we're going to ban on-ramp. I forgot to do the bans. Oh, who are they going to ban? Oh, who are they going to ban? Literally no one was a problem. They're going to ban Winston, maybe. Actually, no. They're going to ban Reaper. I'm putting my money on it. They're going to ban Reaper. Putting my money on it right now. Stacking my bread to the ceiling and putting it on this. All the chips are in on this one. Alright, so I'm broke. Anybody looking for a maid of some sort? I'm homeless as well. I put the house on it too. So they're gonna ban Domino. That's an interesting one for sure. Maybe they think that we are Domino 1 tricks because we play Domino in 1. And maybe they think we suck at Winston or whatever. I don't know. Muffin can play everything. Looks like OBU are going to opt for attacking first, which would put SWOSU in the defense slot. There we go. It's simple math. But ready checks galore, and here we are. Game number 3. See what they want to swap up to. Surely we don't see dive again. Ban Venture. So they banned Venture the first round, and as far as I know, you can't ban something more than once in a series. As far as I know, I could be wrong about that. As I said, I haven't played comp since. I guess it's not necessarily a series in comp, but as far as I know, you can only ban something once. But yeah, I agree though. I think the Venture was definitely a problem. The ults kind of caught us off guard. And the Monkey Bubble didn't really save us from the ults that much. So, we're on Sojourn. I believe I saw him on Sojourn the last time he played. I used to main Sojourn. Like, I loved Sojourn. This character has been nothing less than S tier since she came out. And I will stand on that. She came out, boom. You could fully charge, headshot, kill anything that wasn't a tank or Bastion. Okay, so they nerfed it. Well, now it does like, instead of 100% of somebody's health as a headshot, it's like 85%. So all you have to do is hit them a couple of times. Bang. This character's still busted. They added perks in. They pretty much added the one-shot back in. So the character's been powerful. Zane on a Mei. Looks like they're running more of like a brawly type comp with the Reinhardt. From the side of OBU, running some D.Va. Got a Symmetra. That's a new one. Kind of interesting. We've got Beam versus Beam. I did hear, like, not super long ago that Symmetra was pretty good. Whoa, what is this Mei skin? Wait a second. This is sick. You got a frog on your head. How could we possibly lose this? I also think the Mei is a pretty good pick, at least for this first point. It's kind of hard to get through the wall. But if you teleport up to heaven, it isn't quite that difficult. They have the high ground now, but what are they going to do with it? SWOSU still control the point. That's a crazy sleep dart. You know, if that was the Cairo of old, and I VOD reviewed that, he'd tell me, "Who are you sleep darting, bro? Who's that going to help? What can your team do with that?" I remember that. Yeah, SWOSU holding steadily. Muffin not really getting to do a whole lot other than just hold his shield up. His ult charge isn't favorable, but there's nothing he can really do. Just try to deny these TPs, deny them space, and they're kind of holed up into this building. We've got all their turrets and everything, and Muffin finally kind of trying to go in a little bit. Does realize he needs to get his ult charge up a little bit. See how Max is on the Sojourn. Goodness gracious, he's getting beamed. Muffin's going to get taken out. The Nano's going to go over to Zane, actually. Maybe getting a little bit low. It's Beam versus Beam, but he's got a Nano, but she's got turrets. Wait a second. Hey, that's not fair. All right, but a tick forfeited by SWOSU. Little team wipe. Got to come back. They do have Zane ult if they can get onto the point. Muffin will find a touch, but he's kind of getting knocked around. Gonna have to stay on point. I don't think he's gonna be able to get up to a shatter anytime soon, but Noir's gonna get taken down. Muffin should get taken down as a result of that, so that'll be the point captured from OBU. Just over 4 minutes left. Now rotating over to the heaven angle. Gonna stay up here. I wonder what I called this when I used to play this game. Was it just high ground? Because ever since I started playing tac shooters, it's always been known as heaven. I don't know why. Every sort of like burning thing is a Molotov or a Molly. There's like heaven and hell. Hell would be under this. So I don't know. Different terminology. It's kind of fun. Now Muffin's still trying to get up to the shatter. Get walled off. I think he just wants to play a little bit forward, but wants to keep this ground for the time being. So he's just swinging. Max and Zane doing a lot of poke damage, but this cart will get moved. D.Va's going to go in, going to get walled off from her supports for the time being, but the space just gets taken by OBU. Nice disruptor shot, and the Shadow's going to come through. I didn't quite gather who it hit. We're going to find one. Muffin going to get taken down. The support's just not able to see him, really. Going to get line of sighted a little bit there. Kyra's going to get a sleep on the D.Va, but this little trio of People gotta walk back a little bit. Muffin finally having enough. Gonna swap over to the Zarya. It's a good diva counter. More beams, more profit. As you do. All right, Noir's gonna pop the ult. Let's see what they can get done. Max popping the overclock. Let's see him on a character that is. It's a scary sight. It's a scary sight. It's a scary sight. A lot happening. Zane gonna pop that Blizzard though, and actually gonna find the Symmetra. There's a pick though. Well, there's a backward. There's another pick. A pick kind of the wrong way. The Nano gonna get on to Muffin. A lot of ults here invested for SWOSU, but they're just losing pieces of the puzzle. Pyro getting chased down by the Diva, taking a lot of damage, just trying to get healed up by Noir. That's gonna be the second point taken by OBU. SWOSU still retreating a little bit. I mean, it seems like they're just having a little bit of an issue trying to find this momentum. I have been getting run down by Diva in my games, I will not lie. The character is pretty strong. It's kind of hard to poke when a Diva's just eating everything. Diva's taking high ground as well, or heaven, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, there's going to be the ult coming in. And I do a lot of damage to Zane, but Zane and Max actually both getting taken super low. Muffin's going to find a pick though. Max just looking for a little bit of healing. He will be alive, and Muffin now half charged. Not fully charged just yet, doing a lot of damage. Kiriko taken so low, and SWOSU finally find a fight back. Taking control of this space, and this is exactly what they needed. Holy massive damage. Zane's going to have to somehow get out of this, but they do make the Diva. We're going to find another pick. At this point, I'm not catching any of the kills. I'm just swapping to the person who gets the kills after they kill them. And then it's going to be another person. I'm going to be like 0 for 30 in kills. That's all right. A little bit of a flank from Max, but be all right. The Nano actually going on a Muffin, going to walk forward a little bit. Doing a lot of damage, going to find the Emre. Right, that character. That's just going to be a lot of kills. All right, not quite a team kill. The SWOSU's stabilizing. Only had to use the Nano. Looking pretty good. About 4 ults on board. Oh, the wall tech. Wow, wow. That's going to be a pick on the Max, though. Oh, the Blizzard comes out. Does it find anything? Looks like it's in the back line. And actually, the grab's going to come out as well from Muffin. Going to find himself a double before it gets taken down by Tri-Snake area. Now, leftovers of SWOSU going to have to help defend this one. The Moira getting taken down so low, and the wall's actually not going to come out. I don't know how he survived that one. Kyra will share the same fate. Max getting run down the back line. Does have that overclock if he decides to pop it, but maybe not advisable for the time being until his team gets back. Zane going to find one before he gets taken out. I think you probably just send this overclock before Nano even comes out. They don't have portal. The Diva's kind of up there. Doesn't really do a whole lot to the Diva. But we'll have to see how they want to use these. Couple of ults. Do have the Juno ult from Noir as well. Nice right click. Trying to take out the baby Diva. Taking a lot of damage, but not taking a lethal dose. Nice nice shot from Max. That's going to be a pick onto the Symmetra. A lot of damage actually confiscated from the side of SWOSU. They just love racking it up, but Max going to find himself a double. A little bit low on health, going to find himself a triple. Hold on, is Max going for all 5? He's prime me on Sojourn right now. Now back when I wasn't washed. All right. Only investing that ult from Noir. Muffin halfway back to the grab. Should be able to build up to 1 for this last fight. And actually gonna, oh no, it's the same character. It just looks a little bit strange from that point of view. Max gonna pop that overclock, potentially. Yep, gonna pop that overclock with the Nano, but just gonna get face stuffed by the Diva. Gonna actually find another pick though. Diva can't block absolutely everything, but can block him from living for the time being. Zane gonna pop that Blizzard as well. Just this Diva in the back line, getting frozen, taking so much damage, gonna get demeched. The Kiriko pops the ult, but it's all for naught as SWOSU looked great in the second half of this match. There we go. Held strong just before the 3rd point. if you count the first one as one.
Score.
Just a little late pick.
Switching sides.
Is that an anti from spawn? That was crazy.
Initiating match.
All right. Now we see SWOSU attack. I wonder if they're going to play the same type of comp or if they're going to switch it up, go a little bit dive. I don't know. No gimmick. Not gimmick. I don't know who gimmick
Ready
is.
for battle.
Oh. Oh no. Wow, there's a DPI sensor for the mouse. Didn't mean to press that, but alright, we're back. It's weird. Typically a DPI thing is like a button, but this is like a button that you either move forward for higher DPI or move back for
400 push-ups
lower
before
DPI.
every mission. It works.
That's
I
kind of cool.
promise.
It's like shifting a car. I'm shifting my mouse into second gear.
Greetings.
800 DPI mode.
Привет.
But comps, at least for SWOSU, looking pretty much the same. Kyro going to be on the Ana again. And the Venture coming from the side of OBU as well as the Ramatra, the elephant in the room. Not 100% sure how great that character is, but couldn't tell you a time where they were terrible. So Muffin loves to play this aggressive playstyle, and actually a lot of damage. Oh my goodness, a lot of damage to SWOSU though. What did so much damage? That might have been a grenade. Potentially. Daedalus getting taken so low though. SWOSU trying to make a dent in this Ramatra's armor, but actually Muffin gonna suffer a lethal dent. That's gonna be a little backup from SWOSU. Muffin taking a little more damage than he can handle. The numbers make my brain happy, seeing Noir having Ana and Juno at 50. Let's see. Does anybody else have like, well, okay, Kairo's 122, but like, having two characters with the exact same rank is kind of crazy. All my characters are like 25 or lower. I did not play this game when ranks were a thing. At least for characters. Kyro gonna get taken out. SWOSU having a little bit of an issue, just getting out of spawn. Muffin gonna get temporarily walled off by his teammate, looking for the pick onto the Venture. So much damage and not quite a kill. The Blizzard gonna come out though. Walking forward, gonna freeze the Kiriko. That's a pick. It's a pick. Can they capitalize off it though? Zane maybe a little bit overzealous, gonna get taken out himself. But this Ramatra's so low, and Max gonna find the pick. A nice sleep coming out from Kyro. That's gonna be a third one. So SWOSU finally gaining some control here. Gonna escort their team over to the point, and they should be able to capture, or at least get the capture started. There may or may not be an enemy stuck in our spawn. You know what? That's an issue for Zane to deal with. I don't know, SWOSU not going to get the full capture, though. A retouch coming from OBU, but that didn't last very long. And a lot of damage coming from Muffin right now. Oh, my goodness. Noir actually finding two. Going to capitalize on that damage from Muffin. Now it's time to sit on cart and wait forever. The life of a support is a life. Is a life. Surely this guy dies, right? Max? Alright, they don't get staggered, unfortunately. 4 ults from OBU, 3 ults from SWOSU. Let's see how they want to use them. Adventure's kind of doing their own thing, as you do. Hey, Kyro actually on the car right now. Sorry about that. 1v1ing Adventure, so that's cool. That's neat. Muffin and Co. holding down this choke. Seeing a decent amount of cart presence for the time being. And actually gonna have to swap off of the cart for now. Gonna reconvene under the bridge. Shout out to Red Hot Chili Peppers. Nice grab from Muffin, but he's dead. Oh my goodness, the damage is just so immense from both sides, and that's gonna be Daedalus. Let's pop in that ult. It's gonna be a team wipe, or at least a main core of a team wipe from SWOSU. Support's sent home packing with nothing to do about it. It's It's cool honest skin though. Never seen this one.
Good to see you. We can't move until the payload moves.
Oh my goodness. Oh no, I'm so tired. Nothing gonna match the Ramantra. Looks like this Venture ban for the first series was actually a pretty good idea. This Venture is just kind of doing a whole lot, and that's going to be just another unfortunate team fight here for SWOSU, getting taken down before they can even really get a whole lot going. They shouldn't chase Zane into spawn. Do have a couple of ults on the board, though.
Good to see you.
Let's see what they can get done. Let's see what they can get done. Oh, the YouTube stream is attempting to tweak. All right, looks like we're going to have a wall. 3, 2, 1, put me up. JK. Oh, here's the wall. Oh, we're going in for it. This is a beautiful Blizzard opportunity. You may not even need it. A lot of damage coming out. Zane going to have to pop that Ice Prison. Max doing a lot of damage. And Ramantra's getting big, red, and scary up top, but we're going to ignore it for the time being. We're going to ignore it for the time being. The SWOSU does come out, and SWOSU... Ooh, nice Blizzard. Maybe going to find a couple of people. There we go. And actually, Noir just sweeping up the kills. All right. Kills does she have? 10 kills. Not too shabby. And SWOSU... Oh, nice sleep from Cairo, actually. The Nano's going to come out onto Max and see if he wants to pop this overclock. Does have the Nano. Maybe he doesn't need it. Just have to reload. Yeah, I think saving it here is a good idea, taking a lot of damage. But his team will help him clean everything up. Ah, Moira. Moira. Where are you going? Thank you. All right, SWOSU with 2.5 minutes on the board. Should take a little bit of space. Going to be watching Max and Muffin. It's two very, very important ults. Wow. Oh, nice pick from Muffin, though. Going to find one ahead of the team fight. Bench roll does come out. SWOSU just trying to avoid that damage if at all possible. They do for the time being. The Mora ult also does get popped. Zane's in a little bit of a tough predicament if SWOSU can just live this. And I mean, you can pop the overclock right now. I guess there's no point not popping it. Just going to send it, try to get a pick, pad your stats a little bit. The Ramantra, everybody's so low, but it doesn't really matter. The damage sources for OBU are out. SWOSU are in. That's going to be, it's going to be another map coming out of SWOSU. So they take a lead in the series again, 2-1. We do go to a fourth. Noir with the play of the game as well. I saw you picking up all those kills. I missed them all, of course, because, you know, I never said I was good at observing. Oh, the Nano onto the Juno. I see. Wow. Good stuff. I'm going to write that down as 3-2 with a question mark. I'm curious. Is this guy like a Venture one trick? Ah, not a one trick, but they do play Venture a lot. I see. So now OBU's turn to grab a map and a ban. Yeah, this peace tea does taste like chemicals, I can't lie. I keep drinking it, so there's that. I guess I could just, you know, stop drinking it and stop complaining about it, but what's the fun in that? What else happened today? There's something that happened. I just read something about it, and now I can't remember. No. No. What was it? Actually, what was it though? Oh, this is gonna bug me. I'm one of those people who who can't let something go, you know. You think about it, it's on the tip of your tongue. A lot of people can just say, "Oh, whatever." I can't. I have to remember what it is. And right now I've got nothing to work off of. So, I'm backtracking my day trying to see if I remember anything specifically, and I'm not. Oh, yeah, I do remember it actually. Okay, never mind. I have a midterm coming up this week. The practice test opened today. And so it's one of those where the practice test is a grade by itself, but it takes your highest grade and you have infinite chances to do it. And the practice test is pretty much a randomized copy of the main test. And so I'm like the good guy, and I make Quizlets for everything, and I just let people use them because I don't know. I use them. I ought to just let other people use them. What's the harm in that? So I made that today. I love Quizlet. I don't know why. Like if I want to study, I have a hard time studying and like paying attention and just keeping my mind on one thing. But Quizlet is like the easiest thing ever. It just makes everything so easy. I don't know why. I have no idea. I also wish I didn't have to stream with a 3-minute delay on this. It'd be nice to actually talk to the chat. I feel so bad. It's like, you ask a question, I get back to you in 3 minutes. I'm like, well, I guess I could just type it in the chat. They could get it instantly, but then, so. Ban Mizuki. What was the Mizuki doing that was so crazy? I feel like that character's not that crazy. I don't know. But it looks like we're going to go to Esperanza. Esperanza. I played this map not too long ago, and I got walked like a dog on it. They were playing... What were they playing? Diva... What was it? Diva, May, Mercy, Vendetta... Kiriko? Diva, May, Mercy, Kiriko. I know those for sure. I can't remember the last one. And then they swapped to Jetpack Cat at some point. I don't know. I think the last one was like Soldier or something. I don't know. They picked like Soldier. I'm like 90% sure it was Soldier, actually. I'm pretty sure it was Soldier. They picked Soldier, and the Diva just ran us down and just insta-killed all of us before we could even do anything. It was awesome. It was so fun, and it was the quickest game I've played this season. So we're going to ban the Diva. I think that's a good idea. So we might see the Domina come out. I would be more shocked if we didn't. And who do they want to ban? Well, they already banned, actually. They banned Mizuki for some reason. For some reason. I guess just throw a ban out there, get a support ban out. Noir played it first game. We won the first game. I don't know. Potentially. But we do have to like go into the settings and singularly ban out those characters, so. But Esperanza, I like this game mode a decent amount. I think Colosseo is the best one, but this map isn't too bad. I don't have like a passion for this map like I do Colosseo, but it's alright. It's fine, it's fair. I don't think they've made like any big changes to this map, unless I didn't see them, and that could be the case. Bro was the business intelligence goat? You're so right. It wasn't just me, though. I'll be honest. It was me and Tim. Tim was the, I did the first set, and then I did a couple of sets, and then Tim did a couple of sets, and it was like a gentleman's agreement to just like, one of us would do one set, one of us would do the other one, depending on who was busier. Alright. Are we playing Reinhardt? Is this something we're doing? Good guy, EXO. I try to be. This is a cool axe. I like the purple. I don't know what it's called. The purple weapon skin is so sick. I don't have it. I have gold. Boring gold. I don't know if you can even get gold anymore, though, so maybe it's rare. But they're actually going to go for the dive. They've got this Venture. They've got the on-run. I mean, it's just a lot of dive coming out from the side of OBU, and SWOSU playing more of like a rush brawl comp. You have the Juno for the rush portion of it. Muffin actually is going to get a little tank diff early in the game before a whole lot happens. Unfortunately, we're losing by 0.32 meters, so we might have to just wrap up the entire game. It was a great series. Good job, guys, and we'll see. No. But SWOSU going to win out this first fight, potentially stagger this Kiriko. JK, it's a Kiriko. They can't get staggered. That character is beyond busted. And I shot some Zane. If I was Daedalus, I would be reporting him. Nice headshots, though. I'm actually, yeah, I'm shocked that SWOSU aren't banning a Kiriko. I guess it hasn't really been an issue, but if Kairo's going to play this dive, wow. That was good team play. I cannot lie. That was nice. All right, SWOSU looking very commanding in this game. I'm not going to lie. I've said that 1,000 times before, and it's the truth. Zane is on fire for being May. This Kiriko, what are you going to do? You going to teleport? Oh. Well, Zane's going to go into his little bubble. Yeah, GL to that guy. Doing a lot of poke damage on this May. Actually has ult already. First person with ult by far. Hit tab more? I mean, I can. Nobody's died so far. That's sick. You know, that Kiriko hasn't died. There we go. The Kiriko died. There we go. Oh, Cairo died. My honest throwing. The Muffin gonna find two, actually. He's just swinging, gonna find himself a third on the board. Good guy Muffin almost gets a fourth. Max silently 10-0 though. Cairo with the only death. Put your vote in chat if we should kick him off the team or not. Let me know. Look, Andy's not with his team. God, what is with this guy? Am I right? All right. Muffin's in there. Muffin's in there. They swapped to a Junker Queen. That's interesting. Oh, Shatter and a Nano. That's a lot of damage. Actually just going to delete the Junker Queen right now. Noir going to pop the ult as well. Everybody's full health, though, except for Muffin, ironically enough. And he's in their spawn. Muffin and Max are both just walking them down in their spawn. And I think SWOSU have had enough dilly-dallying, enough lollygagging. the business intelligence Hokage and Shadow Hokage. I'll be honest. I wish I knew what you were talking about. I know I'm 99% sure it's from Naruto. I've never seen it. But I assume it's a good thing. It sounds like a cool thing. All right, everybody's pressing Q. Good luck to the observer. Good luck to me. That's... Muffin's going back in! A steal! He took the health pack and the tank. And now he's getting taken. Oh. How is he alive? Me on Reinhardt 9 out of 10 times. I'm dead there. Surely. Surely not. All right, but SWOSU 137.74 meters. I mean, you can't really ask for a whole lot more than that. You can't ask for your Ana not to get dove, though. SWOSU just trying to maintain this heaven angle. Bot gonna get taken, but it's a Kiriko. It's not a Kiriko anymore. So, Cairo gonna actually get that Kiriko, but Zane gonna be the trade. It's fine though, support for a DPS. You'll take that any day of the week if you're SWOSU. Oh, time for the reckoning. No cleanse from the side of SWOSU. Just got to back up. Muffin's gonna press forward instead. I'm not going to act shocked, and Max is just going to get the Nano. Let's see what he can do. Oh, the robot's not going to allow him to do that, but a lot of damage, and that's going to be the tank down. Nice pick coming out from the Sojourn. We're looking for a little bit more. He's hungry. He's hungry. Oh! It's just a Amazon Prime Kiriko to your doorstep, and yep, he's pushing that. I don't care if you're the new guy. Slime you out. Muffin has that Shatter available. Oh, well, never mind. Never mind. They said we had enough. Oh, we're back. I don't know why I'm DCing. I was playing WoW earlier today, and the servers were dying. So who really knows? I don't know. Maybe it's this. It's a different account though. Different PC, different account, different situation, different game. So who knows? But yeah, max 20-1. Noir hasn't died yet. 13-0. Looking pretty good. Yeah, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the series, I believe. I believe it's a best of 5. If it's a best of yeah, they're saying GG. They are saying GG. I'm gonna write that down as a 100-0. He said, "Get the captain." Yeah, get him out of here, bro. I think I'm ready to make my competitive return to Overwatch in the very end of the semester. But yep, that should do it. That should do it. Thank you everybody for coming out. Thank you guys for hopping in the chat and saying hi, hello. Pretty quick series. They dropped the ball on the second map, and I don't know who to blame, so I'm just gonna blame myself for spectating it. Caster curse and all. But yeah, that'll be it. Thank you everybody for watching and coming out and supporting our guys and gals. And I will see you tomorrow. We have Smash, and we have a lot of Smash. I think we have 3 matches tomorrow. So, depending on my schedule, we'll see how that goes. Should be able to cast all of them. But that'll be it from us tonight. Everybody have a great night, get some sleep, and to all the students, get ready.